Hey everybody, so in this video we're going to be talking about inverse trig expressions. So they tell us find the exact value of the inverse tangent of sine of negative pi half radians. Now, anytime you're working with an expression, the order of operations is never really going to change. So we know that we're going to have to start inside the brackets first. So let's evaluate sine of negative pi halves. So if I come over here to my unit circle, I know that this is positive pi halves. Now, in order to get to negative pi halves, what I need to do is start at 0 and go in a clockwise rotation. So here, this is going to be negative pi halves, and that sign value is -1. So I can now rewrite this and say, what is the inverse tangent of -1? Now, one thing you have to remember with inverse tangent is bounded to the first and the fourth quadrant. So all answers to inverse tangent are going to have a restricted output. It can only be values from 0 to 90 or 0 to -90. So let's write that down. Inverse tangent here, it doesn't matter what you're evaluating at. The answer is going to be between -90 and +90. Now, as a radian, this would be negative pi halves to positive pi halves. Now, the reason I say this, when I'm evaluating tangent, we know we want -1. So tangent is sine over cosine, or the y value divided by the x value. Here, this would give me 1 because I have the same y value as the x value, and I get +1. So I'm going to have to look right here at this value to get -1. Now, what most people do is they look at this and they go, oh, the answer is 7 pi over 4. Okay, that's wrong. You have to remember, 7 pi over 4 is the same thing as 315 degrees. That does not fit in our output here. So instead of saying 315 degrees by going all the way around the unit circle, I want to start here at 0 and go clockwise to have a negative radian or a negative degree. So this would be -45 degrees or -pi4 radians. So we'll write that. So the inverse tangent of -1 is going to be -pi4 radians, or you could write it as -45 degrees. All right, that's going to be all for this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and we'll see you all in the next video.